Okay. Settle down, settle down. Okay, meeting reconvenes at 5:15. Okay, please stand for the invocation led by Trustee Twyman. Oh, didn't show up? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, here's the flag. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Trustee Twyman?
Please bow your heads for a moment of silence. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Twyman. Okay, we will now take this time to recess the board meeting to go into the Paris Valley's Capital Facilities Corporation meeting. We had to close the other meeting and start this one. Okay, the new meeting is up. You may join. Okay, calling the meeting for the Paris Valley Schools Capital Facilities Corporation special board meeting to order at 5:18. Invitation to address the board of directors. Yeah, only on the cat. Nope. No takers. We have an action item to approve the minutes of the Capital Facilities Corporation annual meeting on December 9th. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Ed and Jose. Any questions, comments? Okay, please vote. Thank you. Okay. Motion to adopt resolution number 115 to 16, approve quitclaim deed transferring fee of ownership of high school number 4 school site to Paris Union High School District. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Yes, please. If you can just give us a really quick synopsis of this.
So the quick synopsis of this is necessary. For those of you that were here, Fred, help me out, 2010? 2010, when we purchased this property, we purchased it in the name of the Paris Valley Capital Facilities Corporation. And we did that for a myriad of reasons. But the long and short of it is the assessor's office is not recognizing the corporation as a tax-exempt organization. So we have almost $600,000 of property tax bills on the property. They, along with the tax collector, Don Kent's office, have agreed that if we transfer this to the district, which they do recognize as tax exempt, that they will be able to move those past due tax bills to the unsecured roll and then therefore write off those taxes. So this is my best recommendation to protect the district from those tax bills. And then, as you know, we have the design of this high school in the Division of State Architect, which when we got to that point, it was our plan to move it back to the district at that point anyway. So this protects us from that large bill.
Any other questions? Comments? Nope. Okay, please vote. Thank you. Motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, please vote. Okay. We're ending the meeting at 5:20. Okay. Okay, from here we'll go straight into CMI regular board meeting. I'm just getting up right now. Hold on. Okay, meeting is up. Meeting is up. You're going to join? Okay. This meeting will be called to order at 5:21. CMI. Yes, CMI. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Invitation to address the Board of Trustees on closed session items for CMI only. This is open session. No takers on closed session. We did adjournment to closed session?
No, not necessary
Not necessary,
tonight,
thank
Mr.
you.
President.
Okay, motion for the revision, adoption, and ordering of the agenda. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Please vote. Thank you. Normally oral reports, but I do not believe CMITA has anyone here today. Under the weather, okay. Information item on CMI suspension reports. That's there for you to read. The invitation to address the Board of Trustees on agendized items, or non-agendized items, I'm sorry. I need to read this whole thing? Okay. I was trying to get out of it. Individual speakers shall be allowed 3 minutes to address the board on each agenda or non-agenda item. The board shall limit the total time for public input on each item to 20 minutes. With board consent, the president may increase or decrease the time allowed for public presentation depending on the topic and the number of persons wishing to be heard. The president may take a poll of speakers for or against a particular issue and may ask that the additional persons speaking only if they have something new to add. That out of the way, we only have one person, and that would be Ms. Daria Reynolds on the use of Bob Glass Gym for CMI at no cost. Thank you, Ms. Reynolds. Somebody will be in touch.
Ms. Reynolds, too, if you could stay, I think later in this agenda, there's an opportunity for the superintendent to speak, and I will be able to address your concerns. Thank you.
No other takers. So we have consent calendar. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Any questions, comments? No? Please vote. Thank you. Action item, CMI Teachers Association submits its initial proposal to negotiate, so they're sunshining their proposal. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Okay, you need to have a public hearing. So you got a time in.
Oh, we do, okay. It is. Okay, so we will start the public hearing at 5:27. Are there any speakers on CMI TA Sunshining proposal? None seen, so we are going to close it at 5:28. Any questions from the board? Comments? No? Please vote. Thank you. Other items by the superintendent?
Thank you for coming tonight. Really appreciate it, Ms. Reynolds. I appreciate that. I kind of wish this wasn't being discussed in public, but since you laid it out, I'm going to give you a little bit of the public, but we're going to try to handle it behind the scenes. But the fact of the matter is this district has an agreement with the city of Paris for the use of facilities. The city of Paris has decided unilaterally to charge more for the use of the Bob Glass gym than we charge for the gym at Paris High School, which includes 2 gyms. They have an agreement with us. If they would like to renegotiate that agreement, they've been told they need to contact Ms. Raines and do that. To unilaterally now raise the fees at Bob Glass Gym is something that they shouldn't have done. And frankly, I don't mind at this point throwing them under the bus. Now, that being said, we have a wonderful facility. You're going to have to pay something to use the Bob Glass Gym. The city has a right to charge, we think, a more reasonable rate. But even if it was $50 an hour, we have a wonderful gym at Pinacati Middle School. It's nicer than most gyms in high schools. And since that's only a middle school, meaning they don't have high school CIF games, we've told the principal, and we're going to tell the principal again, that you are going to use the Pinacati gym. It makes sense. It won't cost the school anything for the use of that facility. And I mean, when Dr. Newman, when we built that school, we said, oh my goodness, it's the nicest gym in the county at the middle school level, and it's better than half the gyms at the high school level. So, while I appreciate that Mr. Rhodes and the city were trying to work on an agreement by themselves, Mr. Rhodes nor the city have the authority to negotiate on behalf of the school district. And so we've told Mr. Rhodes that this needs to come through Ms. Raines, and we're happy to sit down with the city and negotiate a fair treatment. But exorbitantly charging you folks $100 an hour is just plain ridiculous. And like I said, I didn't want this to boil over publicly, but I think we need to call it the way it is. And at this point, like I said, we will make the decision that practices and games in the future will all be done at Pinacati Middle School. That will be your home gym. And you will have a home facility. And I deeply want to apologize to you and the parents that unfortunately it's gotten this far, but thank you for coming forward. Candace, did you want to add anything to that?
No, all of that is accurate. Specific to this particular week, or however long it takes to refinish a gym floor, I do know the city is refinishing their gym floor this particular week, so regardless of any fees, that would have been the situation at least this week.
That concludes my comments. Again, I apologize, Governing Board.
Thank you. Other items by the Board of Trustees for CMI? Dr. Rouse? Ms. Twyman? Ms. Cooley? Mr. Ragundes? None from me this month. Motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Okay, please vote. Okay, meeting ends at 5:31.